I think it's pretty safe to say I have played a lot of horror Minecraft mods. I mean, the first time I made a video about horror Minecraft is a year ago, surviving Minecraft's most terrifying mod, Cave Dweller, and it was actually like one of my oldest videos here on the channel. And yeah, ever since a year ago, I experimented with horror Minecraft. This is when the Cave Dweller came out. Then I did some other things, went back to it when From the Fog dropped and Herobrine came out, and yeah, it's pretty much history from there, because if you keep going up on my channel, we're here a whole year later, and we are still doing a bunch of horror Minecraft videos. So I feel like at this point, I know a lot about horror Minecraft. So we got this whole tier list here that I found online, and we got a bunch of horror mods in this tier list. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the horror Minecraft mod tier list. And I'm just gonna rank these based off of creativity, how original they are, if they're fun, you know, just stuff like that. So here we go. We got the first one here. This is Herobrine. This is the original From the Fog mod, one of the most popular horror mods of all time. And honestly, if I were to put this somewhere, I think it's a great mod, but I don't think it is one of the best on the list, so for that case, I'm gonna put it in A. This mod is a great blueprint and has a bunch of cool stuff to it, but I think over time, it kind of gets stale because there's nothing in From the Fog that can kill you. Herobrine doesn't kill you in this mod. He doesn't even really like jump scare you and run towards you. He kind of just stays in the same place. But this next mod down here, the End of Herobrine, does. There's parts of this mod, like here, hold on. Like in this video, we played with the End of Herobrine, and as you can see, the eyes are glowing. It looks pretty scary. And then here, later on, right there, he like teleports to you. He moves to you. He actively walks around. He does stuff. Like, it's a pretty interactive mod. And so for that case, I'm also gonna put End of Herobrine in A, but it's gonna be above From the Fog. Now, this next one is a classic. The original Cave Dweller. This is the Cave Dweller that started it all. It started basically the insurgence of people loving horror Minecraft. You could say From the Fog probably did that too, but Cave Dweller is really the biggest thing that came out of it. And I do think it's great. I do think a lot of mods built on how good that this mod was. And a lot of mods also stole a lot of what this mod was. But I'm gonna put this one in C tier. I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy. I know it's bad. I know it's not the worst, but it's not the best tier either. It's a good mod. It's just now we have so many other horror mods that this one's just like, it's okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what this one is down here. So I'm going to put this one in Never Played It. But this next one is the Evolved Cave Dweller. So I think how this one was made is basically somebody took the AI of the original Cave Dweller and just kind of upgraded it a little bit. And it is a better mod, but not by much because it's still kind of the same thing. So I'm still going to put it in C tier because it is improved. But, you know, it is what it is. So this next one is the Bedrock Cave Dweller. I actually played with this mod 2 months ago, it looks like. And this one's really good. This one's better than the original Cave Dweller. It can do so many different things. The original Cave Dweller kind of just sits in a cave, and then whenever it sees you, it runs towards you and tries to kill you. This creature can do a bunch of things. So I think this one is really good. I don't know if I would put it in A tier with, you know, super original creations like From the Fog and End of Herobrine, but I do think it's better than the original Cave Dweller and the Evolved Cave Dweller, so I'm gonna put the Bedrock Cave Dweller in B tier. It's really something you just kind of have to see to believe. I don't know how to describe it. And oh man, I remember this next mod. We played it 3 months ago. That's right, the Pale Hound. The Pale Hound is one of those mods where it just kind of seems more like a reskin than anything. I think there are some differences in it, like the Cave Dweller stands up and he kind of runs around, but with the Pale Hound, one of the more unique things that it does is obviously its model. It has a cool model, but it kind of like lays down on the ground, and I don't think the Cave Dweller really does that. So I think this mod's like D tier. It's not bad, but there's nothing super interesting about it, and it borrows way too much from the Cave Dweller to be its own thing. The Corpse Stalker, I've played this mod, but I don't remember anything about it. Like, it's a super forgettable mod, so I'm gonna put it in F tier. Same thing with this mod right here. I know I've played this before. I know exactly when I played this. It was in our old From the Fog series, I think a year ago, and it was just an okay mod. There wasn't anything super memorable about it. I'm gonna put it in F tier as well. It just borrowed way too much from the Cave Dweller. It's basically a copy paste. Man from the Fog, I think, is a pretty good mod, but I don't think it's that good. Like, okay, this is from one of my videos we posted, I think, a couple months ago, and this is cool, right? Like, in this video, it's hanging off of a tree, and it's really cool. But there's a couple things that Man from the Fog does that's pretty annoying, and it gets really repetitive. Like, even though this is really cool that it does that, and it glows in the dark, and it kind of looks at you, there's this one thing that the Man from the Fog can do where it shoots lightning, and then it plays music, and it starts running for you, and can basically destroy all the blocks leading to you, and it just kills you instantly. And I just don't really think a mod that kills you instantly is that fun, so I'm gonna put it in C tier, in between the Cave Dweller, and in between the original Cave Dweller. Like, it's just an okay mod. And oh my god, I have so many more to go through, so I'm just gonna speedrun a few of these. I don't know what Ghost Players is, that's going in Never Played. This is a mod that just adds some ambiance to the game. It's like a D tier mod. It doesn't add any monsters. It's just ambiance. This Distant Friends mod here, we actually played a year ago. This is basically all it is. It just adds random players that are like, hey, we're friends, and they start punching the air. Then when you go towards them, they basically disappear. It's just ambiance. It's cool. Nothing crazy, though. I'd put it in D tier as well. I remember this one, the Cursed Stare. I played this, what is this, 5 months ago. And this mod is okay. But the big annoying thing about it is, as you can see here when I played it, it snaps me to the creature, and I can't look away. And then it teleports you to the creature, and I'm trying to look away right now. That's what's going on. I'm trying to look away, and I end up lava bucketing myself and basically killing myself here. And you just can't move. It grabs you and just stands there and just kills you over time. You can't damage it. You just die instantly. I just don't think that's fun at all. That's going in F tier. That's horrible. I'm so sorry, mod creator. This next one is the Knocker. Now, I'm gonna be honest, the Knocker is a classic. I think we all know the Knocker at this point. The Knocker randomly shows up. It'll knock on your door if you're trying to sleep. It actually, I think, prevents you from sleeping also. It's a pretty good mod. Like, there's not much to hate about it. I would put the Knocker... honestly, I would put the Knocker in... probably B tier, above the retextured Cave Dweller. I think it's really good, but I don't think it's fantastic. Beware the Rain, I remember playing this mod too, but it wasn't really memorable, so I just put it in F tier. Like, it's just okay. Now, the one who watches, this one is a classic. Yeah, this is a classic. Basically, with this mod, while you're mining, it can show up like that. It can show up just right in front of you while you're mining a little 1x2 hole just big enough for your player to be in when you're strip mining. You can mine a block and it'll sit behind that block just like that. Absolutely terrifying. It can do a bunch of other things too, sure, but that's a really cool thing and it's really unique. This is one of the better mods. You just have to play it to experience it. I've played this mod several times. I'm probably going to put this in high S tier or high A tier. It's barely off of S tier. It's super good. Okay, I went ahead and I moved a bunch of these to Never Played It because I saw so many that I've just never heard of. So yeah, all these, you know, I'm exposing myself. I've some of these I feel like I've seen before, but I've never played these. So yeah, I'm not going to be ranking those. So we actually don't have that many left to go through. So that's good. Thank God, man. Okay, so this next one, Midnight Lurker. I played the Midnight Lurker a long time ago. I haven't played this guy in a minute. But honestly, the Midnight Lurker was mostly a Dweller reskin. There wasn't too much that was cool about him. So I'm going to place the Midnight Lurker in F tier. Midnight Lurker was not good. Okay, so this next one is the Goat Man, and the Goat Man holds a big place in my heart, I'm going to be honest. Because the Goat Man a year ago gave us this classic clip. It is. Bring it to the base. Bring it to the base.
Well.
Okay, that's a classic clip. So honestly, there's really not much. I'm 100% honest. There is not that much that's crazy about the Goat Man, but he holds a huge place in my heart, so I gotta put him honestly in upper A tier. If I weren't being biased about this, I would probably put Goat Man in upper B. But I just love him so much, I gotta put him in A. Oh man, this isn't a face I've seen in a long time. The Anomaly. I first played this 9 months ago, and I don't think I ever played him ever again. Honestly, the Anomaly was good. It was really interesting. It was a really cool model because the model... Well, here, hold on. I mean, this is what the model looked like. I mean, this was a really cool model, you know? And people decided... That's crazy. People decided to take this exact picture of it and say, all right, I'm gonna steal that model and put that into my thumbnail. And then this guy was like, okay, I'm gonna steal that and put it into my thumbnail as well. That is awesome. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? The literal exact same pose. Oh my god, what the heck? That is so weird. But yeah, the model of it is really cool. I mean, look at some of these. I mean, the model of it was really cool. It was cool how it ran towards you, but there wasn't much uniqueness. There was no uniqueness. So because it wasn't unique and the only thing unique about it was the model, and the model was cool, I'd put it in lower D tier. I don't think it was F. I don't think it was horrible, but I don't think it was that good either. And, you know, bonus points because it didn't automatically kill you like some of these other mods just one hit kill you. The Broken Script is the next one. Oh man. We like the Broken Script. I think I'm gonna put the Broken Script in S tier. Broken Script is one of those mods that's really cool because it's unique, it's scary, things progress as the longer you play the game, basically. I mean, there's not really anything I can think of that this mod does poorly. It does everything really well. I think there's like 100 events that can happen in the world. There's probably 20 different entities that can spawn. There's a bunch of creepy noises. The entities like talk to you through the game chat. It's just really cool and really creepy. So that's the first S tier. This next one, In Your World, is also kind of similar to Broken Script. When people play Broken Script, sometimes they'll put In Your World and also oo.jar in the same mod pack. And In Your World is really cool, but it's not S tier. I would actually put it in upper B tier. I think this is really cool. It's an ARG. It does basically the same thing. The whole thing of In Your World is you basically go to a bunch of different structures in the world. Like, they have this weird structure that just spawns in the world above with this guy on it, and then you can go to it. Like, it adds a bunch of atmospheric stuff. These thumbnails are pretty cool, you know? And this guy, I mean, this is a pretty creepy model, if you ask me. So honestly, I think In Your World being B tier makes sense. There's a bunch of stuff in it. There's a bunch of structures. It's not just one creature like some of these other mods. There's a bunch of stuff in it. So I'm gonna put it in upper B tier. I don't know what would make it an A if I'm gonna be honest, but I just don't consider that to be an A. But what I do consider to be an A is oo.jar. I'd probably put this at the height of A, almost S tier, because it's really similar to In Your World, but it adds way more structures and way more things can actually happen to your physical player. It has this balloon that can like float around the map and go towards you, and then it has this white figure that also goes towards you and traps you in a box and tries to scare you. There's a bunch of cool stuff with it. Mimicker, not much to say, has a really cool model, is really interesting, but a lot of it is kind of a copy paste. So for that, it's not the best mod, but it's definitely not close to the worst. I'd probably put it right here. A humble B tier. I think that's good enough for the Mimicker. And I'm gonna be honest, I put this here, not in Never Played. I thought this was Broken Script when looking around, but I'm pretty sure this is Broken Script. Yeah, I don't know what that mod is. I've never played that to my knowledge. Silhouette is a pretty cool mod. The only bad thing I have to say about it is that in this clip you're about to watch, I'm on hardcore with, I think this is pretty much full iron armor. And I have full hearts, and here's what happens. I'm in a forest, I'm running around, and then the dude spawns, and look how fast he kills me here. Like, I'm sitting here with full iron armor. Look at that. I mean, he basically kills me in 2 hits. I think the skeleton was shooting at me, but that is insane damage. And I just don't like mods you can't fight against, you can't push back on. So that's just going in F tier. I'm so sorry. God is one of the best mods that has ever came out. I played this mod for the first time a month ago, and then I played the update also a month ago, and I mean, look at these thumbnails, by the way, of the creature. The creature is massive, and that's just when you get to see it. A lot of the mod isn't even about seeing it. Basically, how the mod works is if you kill villagers or kill mobs that are really passive and aren't going to try to hurt you, you have a karma meter. And it's like, if you kill a creeper, your karma goes up. That's a good thing because the creeper's trying to kill you. If you kill like a sheep or a villager, something that's not trying to harm you, your karma meter goes down. And if it gets really low, then the god spawns and he tries to kill you. And I think this so far is probably the most unique mod that has ever been made. I think Broken Script is up there too, but it was just so unique, and I mean, I was going to say for its time, but its time was a month ago. I mean, it's still a fantastic mod, and I'm just putting it in S tier because I think it's a really unique mod. It's really cool, had a bunch of stuff, and I think this is the first mod, maybe the only mod ever. Well, this creator created a new mod since then that also has this, but I think at the time, this was the first mod that ever had an ending. There are actual endings that you can get for the God mod. There's a good ending, a bad ending. I think there's another ending that's like mid. It's really cool. Oh, you'll never believe what I just got. Yo, I got the VR headset. I got this for a video I wanted to do soon, so watch out for that. This is gonna be cool. But okay, back to the Minecraft. So Siren Head, I think it's a cool mod. It basically is just a mod of this giant mob. It's not a huge mob, but it's a giant mob. If you get close to it, it'll jump down on the ground and kill you. It's cool. It's nothing that crazy though. Like, I'd just put this in C tier, probably right here. Not better than Man from the Fog, but definitely better than the original Cave Dweller. Goatman, I put this guy in a lot of mod packs, to be fair. This Goatman is really cool, but I put him in a mod pack not as the main thing, as kind of like a side piece, like a little side character, you know what I mean? And because of that, I gotta put the Goatman in like upper D tier. He's not that good. He's not that cool. Doesn't do that many cool things. He kind of just makes a goat noise, and then he'll randomly spawn, and sometimes he'll kill you, and sometimes he'll run towards you and hit you and then run away. Like, I just don't... it's just not for me, I don't think. I think it's cool, but it's just not for me. The silence. Yeah, that's right. I think... Oh, man, I'm so sorry to say it. I think the silence is probably one of the worst mods ever. The whole thing is the silence. Like, oh man, I don't want to be mean, but the whole thing about it is it's called the silence, but it is so loud and it never stops making noise. It's just annoying. So yeah, I'm sorry, silence, and you know what? I'm putting the boiled one in there too. Yeah, I have to. I really just have to. The silence, it's annoying because it's really loud and it makes a lot of noise and it's like constant in your ear. And it doesn't really make much sense, honestly. But the boiled one is... And, you know, this really sucks because Dr. Nowhere is the guy who made the boiled one. He made a cool creation. But... the person who made it in Minecraft made the most goofy looking model ever. Like, this is the model of the boiled one. It doesn't look too bad, I suppose, like this, but it's like stretched out and it doesn't have an animation. It just walks around the map like this. It doesn't have any sort of animation to it. And this is what the creature looks like. The one that Dr. Nowhere made. Like, this is what the original looks like. And then they were like, okay, this is how we're making it in Minecraft. Like, it doesn't move at all. It stays right there, and it's really big and thick. It's just a weird mod. So yeah, that's going in annoying because it's just kind of weird. And then he constantly talks to you in the mod as well. It's just not good. Weeping Angels mod is cool. Everybody knows what a Weeping Angel is, I assume. Whenever you look at them, they don't move, but when you look away from them, they start moving towards you. It's a cool mod. I don't hate it at all. I think it's upper B tier for sure. Sanity mod. This is a mod where as your sanity decreases, you start hallucinating and seeing things that only you can see. I played this mod in multiplayer and there were things killing me that my friend couldn't see. And honestly, I just think it's an annoying concept. You pretty much have to stand next to fire to keep your sanity up. And it's like when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm trying to play the game. I'm not trying to sit next to a campfire the whole time to have my sanity up. So I honestly just think this mod is annoying. I just don't like it that much. Oh, I remember this guy down here. We actually played this a couple months ago in this world where we couldn't see anything. We were on X-ray mode the whole time. And that's what the mod is. It just teleports to you and kind of kills you, and it has a cool animation and it looks cool. And believe it or not, this mod actually was really cool when it first came out. And it was also really funny when it targeted a player too, because it would just randomly show up and then it would just start killing them and then they would die. But there's honestly not much special about it. It's not that crazy. I'd put it in F tier. Krampus. Yeah. The God of Roadkill. This one is a classic. Played this 10 freaking months ago, man. Look at this guy. That's what he looked like. And it was a really cool mod. It was a lot like the God, actually. Maybe the God mod took some inspiration from God of Roadkill. But basically, if you killed hostile, or not hostile, if you killed passive mobs that were just being nice to you, like chickens and cows and pigs, it would get mad and then eventually it would come out and it would kill you. Super cool concept, was really unique at the time and probably still is today. So I'd put this one in lower A tier. Vitocarnus, this is basically a Dweller reskin. It's not that good. I'd put it in upper F tier. My boy Gerald. Look at him. He just sitting behind that tree, chilling. Gerald is another mod that I think is cool, but I think it only works as a side character. It doesn't really work as a main mod itself to be terrified of. So, side character is the only reason that he's going to be in C tier. I like Gerald. Much love to you, Gerald, but, you know, you're just a side character, bro. You're not the main guy. Oh, the Playmate. This guy is a classic. Look at this model. The model is really cool. Also, the concept of the mod was really cool. So, basically how the Playmate works is it would do this thing here. It would say, you are either hiding or seeking. In this instance, hiding. So then you would have to find a good spot to hide. And if he finds you, he'll kill you. If you're seeking, then you have to find him. Like, it was just so unique. And not even was. It still is really unique. So, honestly, I think Playmate is upper A tier. I think it's super close to being an S, but not quite there. Arfex, this is something that we actually just played a couple videos ago. This mod is awesome. It's just giant spiders. Huge spiders, massive, they're big, they're crazy, they're terrifying, and I think that's really cool. I think that's super cool. A lot of people would play into it, like people who had arachnophobia would play this mod, and they'd make a whole thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to play against my greatest fear. But a mod about spiders, and I think there's about 30 spiders in this mod, which is crazy. And there's millipedes, which y'all got mad at me about because I called them centipedes. And then I read the comments, and there were about 100 comments calling them millipedes. Y'all are nerds for that. But Arfex spider mod, I would put this in upper A tier, right next to Playmate. I think that's a really good ranking. You know, I kind of want to put this in S tier too, because I didn't explore everything in the mod. I am going to put this in S tier, because they also have 3 bosses that you kill to get to the main boss, and then there's a whole new dimension in this mod. There's just so much in it. I think this mod's really revolutionary, so I'm going to put this in S tier as well. The Irritator, it's basically a Dweller reskin, but modeled really big. It's not that crazy. What's this? The Man from the Shadow? Man from the Shadow's cool. It has a lot of uniqueness about it, but it's just like an mod. I'd probably put this one right here. I think this one's called Scopophobia. I don't remember this one at all. I'd put it in F tier. And we're gonna act like this good but not scary isn't here, because there's quite a few mods on here that are good but not scary, but I just think this is kind of a pointless rating, so we're not even going to act like that's here. Cartoon Cat. I played this guy in my Quiet Place series I had a while ago. Yeah, I added him in the second episode. So this was the first episode of the Quiet Place series. And then I added him in this episode. And then I forget what the next episode was. I think it was this one. I removed him because he was so annoying. So yeah, I'm so sorry. But so basically Cartoon Cat keeps talking the entire time. He always is talking. He never stops talking. And it just got so annoying. I just took him off of my world. This guy's another Dweller reskin. I'm putting it in F tier. This thing's also a Dweller reskin. Putting it in F tier. This one's a slightly better Dweller reskin. There's some uniqueness to it, but not really. The Rake. So the Rake was in this video that we did. Beating horror Minecraft without seeing the world. This was part 2 of the other one where we couldn't see the world. This is when we tried to do the Nether. And the Rake gave us this classic clip. That's the Rake.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Why are you only intelligent when it's funny? God damn!
I'm a bridge out while you're getting your 3. So that's the Rake. And honestly, the Rake isn't that cool. Like, it's an okay mob. I'd put it in C tier. Bread Dweller is probably the dumbest mod ever, but it's dumb on purpose because I think it's a mod that kind of makes fun of this whole Dweller reskin concept. It's basically a Dweller reskin, but it leaves bread around where it is. So if you go in a mine and you see bread sitting on the floor, you're like, oh, Bread Dweller's been here. Like, it's just some goofy concept. I think that's pretty funny, but obviously I can't rate it too high because it is a Dweller reskin, so I'd put it in D tier. Screaming Villager is also kind of a Dweller reskin, but it's cool because it looks like a villager. You know, it's like a mimic, so I'd put it in lower D tier. I'd also put the Steve Dweller in lower D tier because I actually know the guy who made both of these mods. And he just used the exact same AI, but he just changed the model. And he's also the guy who made that one right there. You see that one? That's the Vivilly Dweller. Yeah, this was fun. So to make this, I had to record custom voice lines for it. And it was just a fun little thing. You know, we didn't take it seriously at all. We didn't try to make anything unique. This is also basically a Dweller reskin. It's not that good of a mod, but it was just fun recording voice lines for something. I really enjoyed doing that personally. So realistically, this is probably an F tier mod. But, you know, I had fun recording it. And I had fun actually playing with it because it was literally me. Like, it's my skin, my voice lines. I had a lot of fun with it, so I'd put it in D tier. This next one looks like a Dweller reskin mimic as well. That's going in F tier. Oh, I think I accidentally put the Assimilator in F tier. My bad, my bad. Well, I did play the Assimilator, and it was actually a Dweller reskin, so that's going in F tier. Slenderman mod is really cool. It's just about Slenderman, and then you can find his biome in a forest, and you can find all 8 pages. Really cool. Just a simple mod. Nothing too crazy about it. I'd probably put this in C tier also. Friday the 13th mod adds a couple structures, adds a guy. We played this a while ago. It's actually not too bad. I'd put this probably here in between Bread Dweller and Anomaly. I think it's fun, but it's nothing that's mind-blowing. Man, this one's a throwback. I played this mod a whole year ago. This guy right here. I forget what he's even called, but it has a boss fight. I think it was the first horror mod at the time that had a boss fight with its own soundtrack. And it was pretty creepy because I mean, you can see it in our thumbnail here. The mob was Steve, but it wasn't Steve. It was like some creepy version of Steve. So for that, you know, I had a boss fight. It was really cool. I'd put this in probably upper C tier. Eyes in the Darkness just adds ambiance, and the ambiance is really cool. Probably put it lower C tier. And the Shy Guy is really neat, honestly. The only complaint I have about the Shy Guy is so basically what the Shy Guy is. This is what Shy Guy looks like, and he sits in a cave and he cries. And when you, like, yeah, this picture right here is probably a better one. He sits in a cave and he cries, and then when you get next to him, he starts going, and he basically freaks out. And then he stands up and he runs after you. My only complaint with the mod is I wish he broke blocks to get to you. He doesn't do that. So because of that, for my last pick, I'm gonna put Shy Guy in lower B tier. I think it could be a lot better, but I don't think it is yet. But that's it. I mean, that's the whole thing. We got God, Broken Script, Arfex, and S tier. But this leaves me with a question, these 3 being in S tier. Are you subscribed? But it also leaves me with another question. I wonder what other mod is going to come out that will get put in this tier. Because all these mods have something very unique about them that none of the others have. And when you have so much uniqueness going on, you got to wonder, well, what else can somebody make that's unique? Because a lot of the uniqueness pool is getting filled as time goes on, you know what I mean? So, okay, that's my list. Hope y'all like it.